for a Fusion Randomizer race. And Great Pigment CX79 here to commentate with Next Gen Gamer 9, who had finished the race, his race not too long yesterday.
Yep, and we will be seeing 2 matches today between Reseren and Solski. They'll be going back to back. And I believe they are about to start.
Coolio.
And here we go.
We can possibly expect another regular speed booster start.
Yeah, so our runners are going to try and... They're going to be heading up to the top right area of the map there first, grab the first item in the game, and whether it's going to be missiles or speed booster is going to determine where they go from there. If we see a missile start, then they're probably going to head off to Arachnus. If they get speed booster, then we're going to be seeing them do a special shine spark to get to the main deck elevator. Its movement looking really solid here. Reseren had a bit of trouble with the climb there, but everything's been going smooth. Both our runners right now, they're pretty close to each other.
Having no issues with the climb up to operations at all.
So it looks like Reseren will be the first one to get to the elevator here, and he's going to be taking the way up there. Solski not far behind. And now we will see the moment of truth once Reseren gets through these first couple of rooms here. Alright, are we going to Arachnus, or yes we are?
Arachnus.
Okay. Their first item is going to be missiles, so they're going to be going to Arachnus right now. And now Arachnus has a good few items over there, so there's a good chance we'll actually see them pick up a couple more majors. They should be a minimum picking up more, if I believe. So we'll be seeing that, as well as probably maybe a couple more items if luck is on their side.
Both will either likely be in this exhaustion area or on Arachnus himself. It depends on where it spawns between the 4 items and Arachnus himself.
Oh, there it is. First item on the left. Alright, so at this point our runners will have 3 items in here to check. 2 are going to be freely available, and the other one's going to be from the boss fight. Reseren trying to get some of those Idor doubles. Not getting a lot of good luck with the beams, though. Oh, but he does get the double. And gets a few more missiles to help him out that fight.
Definitely. Having more ammo to hit Arachnus more is certainly helpful.
Yeah, the Arachnus fight can be a bit of a slog if you run out of missiles on it. So you definitely want that extra supplies there. We'll see if he gets his double. He does. So now gets another E-Tank. Alright, so I think we're seeing Reseren go to main deck elevator at this point. Probably gonna check main deck missile on the way. And Solski finishing up the fight. Does kind of get slowed down a little bit because of no missiles, but
Thankfully he does enough.
Yep. One thing to keep in mind in this early game is that the drops you get depend entirely on, well, I shouldn't say depend entirely, but if you're at full health, you are guaranteed missile drops. Very similarly, if you're at full missiles, you're guaranteed health drops. So a lot of times you just want to avoid damage solely so you get more and more missiles. Said we see another E-Tank here.
Definitely will be enough health to check the lava pit in Sector 1 should he check that spot.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance there's going to be a major there just because of the sheer amount of health they're getting. Now, Reseren's going to head into this room just to see if there's a major there for later. Unfortunately, the only thing there is an E-tank. Now, looks like Reseren is going to go to Sector 1 first here. We'll be seeing shortly if Solski is going to follow that same route.
Usually the randomizer loves putting a ton of fighters into just early sectors, so it could depend on just how lucky our runners get if they find whatever majors they can find to help them progress.
Yeah, given the items they've gotten at the start here, they don't have a whole lot of flexibility on where to go yet. So we're going to see kind of similar to vanilla for a little bit. Once they start getting some of the later game items, though, that's when things are going to open up a lot. So we're about to see another item check here. There's another E-tank. I am becoming more and more convinced that they are going to have to check that item in the lava.
Yep. Solski, meanwhile, is going through Sector 2 to unlock level 1 doors.
Yeah, so Solski is going to be going through Sector 2 first. And now the trade-off here is you want bombs and, well, you want high jump if you want to go and fight the boss in the sector. Otherwise, you'll check the data room, and if you don't get bombs, you'll just move on with your life and go back to Sector 1 probably, but it'll be interesting to see what they do. And
there's a major down here.
Ooh, but not diffusion. They might need that. We'll have to see.
It's not helpful as of right now, but when they're getting out of lower 4, it will definitely help.
Yeah, and it can also be helpful and relevant here because of where Solsti's at right now. Diffusion can actually be used to freeze some of the Zoros and let you climb out. So that may actually be the intended pathing. We'll have to see. I think when we see what Solski gets in the data room, that will confirm or at least add some credence to that. This gets power bombs, which unfortunately cannot be used quite yet. You need regular bombs to use power bombs. Right, we see Reseren get some drops here, and Reseren's not going to check the item in this top left room. So it is a missile expansion, but that could still be useful.
Especially since none of them have charge beam. And yeah, it's also better to... It's especially helpful to grab some ammo expansions than just skip by them, because ammo and dealing damage is really important, especially if you want to check bosses that may have charge beam.
Yeah, one mistake I've personally made a lot is going into a boss fight, not having charge, and not realizing I don't have enough missiles to do this, and I can't farm missiles in the fight. It's a very common soft lock, at least for me personally. Alright, and now Reseren is going to fight the Charge Beam Corex here. Although strong chance it won't have Charge Beam this time around, and he'll be going for some double strats here, I believe. One thing to note is that every missile upgrade kind of changes the timing for landing double missiles. And so learn those different timings, learn those different setups. And there's bombs, yeah. But that's one thing you kind of have to do is kind of learn those different setups for doing those... Can't speak today. One thing you kind of have to do in Randomizer is you gotta... If you want to do stuff like doubles, like on that fight and things like that, you kind of got to adjust your strats because you're going to have a different set of upgrades than what you're used to for the fight.
I'll do to grab the missiles here.
Yeah, again, it's until they get charged, pretty much any missile upgrade is okay. Or any missile expansion is okay. Alright, and that's the last of the stabilizers here that they're going to be fighting. Reseren is going to Now kind of work his way out of here. Check one more item over in the save room real quick. Curious to see what Reseren finds in here. Another E-Tank, alright. Well, I can say for certain our runners are not going to be lacking in the health department.
Definitely. Solski's finding his diffusions.
Alright.
Now Reseren having bombs would definitely have the awesome check more of Sector 2 than Solski did.
Yeah, I think Reseren might have made the better choice here, but you can never really tell until you go in there.
Yeah, definitely.
There's kind of always that chaos factor, randomizer. You don't really know what items you're going to get until, well, you get them.
Especially when they're all question marks. Which I think it adds very well to this randomizer, because in other games you pretty much know what item is when you see it, and in here it just adds to that mysterious factor.
Yeah, I actually do like that change for similar reasons too. You don't know what major you're gonna get, and so you can't just like glimpse in there and see, oh, that's very, I don't need that, or that's like bombs and I have screw attack and I don't need it, or think I don't need it for some reason, so you can kind of just skip them. But in this randomizer, you don't know what it is, so you gotta go in there and just grab it and hope that's what you need.
Also, in fairness, Fusion is the one 2D game that has like more items behind data rooms and bosses, so you really don't see the regular pickup items that one would be familiar with, like in Super Metroid or Zero Mission.
Yeah, we do not have separate icons for the majors at all. We did see Reseren there get ice beam. Sorry, not ice missiles, ice beam. And now be able to freeze things a little bit easier than before. And now Reseren will be unlocking security doors for level 2. Alright, so let's get him in a bit of trouble there shooting out that block. I think he's going to grab onto the ledge here and use his little hand climbers to shoot them out. See Reseren checking the item below the data room here. And it is a majors. Let's see what he gets. Alright, wide beam. Not a mandatory upgrade, but one that can be very helpful, especially if you get Wave later on. As Wave can be a little difficult to use if you don't have Wide Beam.
Yep.
Continuing the major trend, and there's Screw Attack. Well, that just opened up a lot of areas for Reseren. So Screw Attack is kind of an important upgrade because it lets you take these various shortcuts between the sectors. And so now Reseren has an access point for a lot of the other sectors now.
The only one he currently can't reach right now is the one from 4 to 6 because it watered.
Yeah, unfortunately, even in this game, water does kind of tend to get in the way. Alright, and Reseren is actually going to go and check the Crumble City room here. Can I kind of see what items are present over here?
Oh,
there is a major.
So it looks like he'll have to keep that in mind and hope to find Space Jump soon. What?
He's gonna... Is he gonna try and go for it? Oh, no, he's not.
I tried. It is possible to find... Yeah. It's somewhat possible to reach it, but in this game it's more of a frame perfect jump than in Super Metroid, where you could still do it.
Yeah, it is incredibly hard to crumble jump, especially Crumble City is named aptly just because of the fact that everything in there is, well, crumble blocks. So you have to get a lot of those jumps in a row, or at least on top of that, knowing the route to take them, minimize the amount you go. Alright, so Reseren's going to check this out up here, which is just some more missiles. Again, not a terrible thing when you don't have Charge Beam. But now Reseren is going to return to Sector 2 here. And is going to go look around and see what other items lie in the way.
Ooh, double Wedex.
Always fun to see.
Solski thought about going to 4, but it's heading back into 2. Likely remembering that he could explore a little bit more in here.
Yeah, and as we've seen with Reseren, that is very true.
Reseren picking up his PBs.
Solski trying to do the... Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah,
Oh,
so this is kind of a funny interaction when you have... Oh, but he needs the... Oh, right. So, I think... Okay, so Solski's just going to reset the room, and... Okay, so Solski's going to go elsewhere for the moment.
The thing about diffusing is, unlike ice missiles which freeze on contact, the only way to freeze enemies with diffusing is letting the missile hit a solid wall to actually spread out ice crystals in order to freeze enemies.
Right, Reseren picks up high jump here, and Solski picks up screw attack. We're probably gonna see. We might see Solski go back to that room, or Solski might be going elsewhere here. We'll see.
Reseren opted to check lower 4-1.
Yeah, so Reseren can actually safely check all this sector now without issue.
Of course, with highest jump, this locks out 2 items, and you would need plasma and space jump in order to break the cocoons in Sector 2.
Mm-hmm. One small little detail I don't think I mentioned about, oh, there's Charge.
Watch me.
Alright, well, they're getting close to having all the items they need. Yeah, one small detail I don't think I mentioned with Screw Attack is that getting the Screw Attack upgrade separately in this game actually lets you single wall jump, which you normally can't do. So that is a very nice bit of help early on, because it lets you kind of get to some areas that you normally couldn't get to unless you had a high jump or otherwise.
Yeah.
So I should correct myself. Reseren was already able to get out of the sector safely because of Screw Attack.
Oh, there's a major in Oasis.
Alright. I think Reseren can Spring Ball. What he's going to have to do. Or Power Bomb.
Realizing he had Power Bombs.
Hey, all those things work. Alright, get the area. So no more damage from heated or cold rooms now. So at this point, if I'm not wrong, and I might be, Reseren should need Gravity, Speed Booster, and Plasma, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure there's no way to get to those places without me that I don't know about. And I believe we'll see Reseren here kind of beelining it for Zazabi. Taking a safety save, although I don't think Reseren has anything to worry about at this point.
High jump for Solski.
Alright. Yeah, Solski catching up pretty quick here. Believe Reseren might go and see what those 2 items are in a second. See how kind Zazabi is with his jumps. I think that's 1 so far. That's not too bad. Are we going to see him in jump Zazabi? I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry, Reseren.
Oops, commentator's curse.
Very much so. No, still could have been a lot worse, so.
Yeah. Despite the fact that Suzabi is the only boss that actually relies on hit counts and not overall damage for face, for instance, it's still a long fight to check for one item.
Yes, very much so, and you can't really speed it up too much. Right? Now, Reseren is going to go see what these two items are. Reseren can't get them yet because they're both locked behind Speed Booster, but Reseren can at least see what they are. Power Bombs. I didn't see what the top one was, but I'm assuming it was not a major.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Right, Solski's gonna go check this item here, I think. Yeah, so you're gonna need a few power bombs to destroy that thing. That should work. Alright, and this item is a E-Tank. And Reseren will be continuing their trek through his check through Sector 2 here. Taking a save. Reseren might be going for Nitori? Nitori? Or might just be leaving the sector. Kind of hard to tell at this point. We'll see.
Which tells me it definitely is easier to find a toy. But again, bosses and long fights and all that.
Yeah, Reseren having Charge Beam does mean it's not soft lock at this point, but it's still not the quickest boss fight in the world either.
I'm curious why Solski went to the left and not to the right, because this is where one would normally lead lower Sector 4. In all fairness, he might have just forgotten which way it was for the items in this area.
Yeah, it can be scary going through some of these areas with stuff you're not familiar with, because you're just not really sure where you kind of forget where you can go and where you can't go. Looks like our guess was kind of correct here on a Reseren, though, as Reseren starts to take down Nitori here.
Solski finding more health in lower 4. Not finding too much success.
Yeah, we're kind of at a point now where it's going to be... Runners just going to be checking what they can and hoping they can get the item they want. We're kind of at a point where things are a lot more opened up. Right, and Solski is now leaving lower Sector 4 and heading into Sector 4 proper here. While we see Reseren working to finish off Nitori.
Electric Superman asks, is Ice Beam without a can be separate from getting missiles? Lore-wise, it's... The ACX canonically has the Ice Beam, and the Federation was afraid that Samus's Metroid DNA would reject it, so Ice Missiles are an upgrade for Samus that he gets in this game.
Yeah, normally you actually don't get them until the final fight, but they have been added to the randomizer as a possible option, and can be very helpful. Yeah, unfortunately, Reseren does not have super missiles, so which add the bulk of the damage to the missiles, so dealing with the Nitori core here is going to take a while. Alright, we're going to see another E-Tank for Solski here. Nothing else, runners are definitely going to be more than well prepared for the Sax fight.
Yeah.
Now I'll be curious to see where Reseren goes from here. Looks to be leaving Sector 2. And is going to be heading up the elevator from the looks of things. While Solski continues their trek into the rest of Sector 4 here.
Westwind also heading into 4.
Well, Solski's got a little bit of a lead here in this sector, so we'll see what Solski can find. Reseren often take a safety save, doesn't want to stop blocking. Now,
Yeah,
Solski's
Ice Beam is added to the item pool because it's only used in one fight, so might as well actually give it some use outside of, well, one fight.
I like it. I missed it for a while. I missed not having it for a game. Alright, and Solski is now going to be backtracking here. Believe I did not see, but did Solski check the items that are after Ceres if you go that way?
I think he did.
Okay, so Solski's probably leaving the sector at this point.
There was one check he can do with power bombs.
Oh, that's true. He does have this check.
Although power bombs do not break bomb chains. Oh, except for that one, I guess.
Fortunately, just some more power bombs. Right, and Reseren will be going deeper into the sector while Solski is going to be leaving here. Solski getting some of that ammo back. Oh, and just power bombs and a missile for Reseren there.
Yeah.
So at this point, we'll have to see where Solski goes here. Alright, Solski's going to be heading to main deck.
Probably checking maintenance and maybe taking a trip to reactor silo, possibly.
Yeah, there's one item in there that I believe Solski can check without risking softlock because you need space jump to leave Yakuza's room.
Yeah, there's two items in reactor silo one can get. You could easily still get out, but once you're in Yakuza's room, it's a soft locked.
Yeah, Solski can't check those items yet. Solski's going to have to open up green doors for that. Now we do see Reseren again still going through Sector 4, and now Solski's checking this item here in Maintenance Shaft. Only an E-Tank, unfortunately, but there's
all the
still
help for Solski
left. Yeah, I think Solski is going to be exceptionally well prepared for this axe fight later on.
Yeah, especially since he can't die and has plenty of health to make up for it if he does get hit.
Alright, and
Ooh.
this is a major...
What a spot for that.
That is definitely a kind of rough location for that item. Very good for Solski for checking that, though. Because that is a huge boost. At this point, it's only gravity and speed, I believe, that Solski needs to go and unlock red doors and then complete the game.
He also needs charge beam.
Oh, right. I didn't know Solski didn't pick it up.
So yeah, the only thing we don't quite know of is where gravity is.
Yeah, at this point, gravity and speed booster are the two we need to find out where they're at. So Reseren's actually going to go and fight Ceres here. Be interesting to see what happens here.
Because of the one shot. A very close blank range shot.
Yeah, I've never had plasma for this fight, so I have never seen that in action before now. And unfortunately, Reseren has to reset there because can't get out of there without speed booster.
Thankfully saving at the beginning of the sector, so it's not that big of a backtrack.
Alright, and Solski here is going to check some items in Sector 3 here. Alright, there's a missile tank there. Anyway, Solski's going to head back over here and try and check what items are in the other part of Sector 3 real quick. There's one item in the ceiling, I believe, and then... I don't know, I don't think Solski has a way to get there right now, though. So I believe there's one up to the right Solski can check here. I don't believe it's behind a green door, but it might be. No, so we'll see what this item is.
Nope.
Another missile tank. Alright, well, there's our next major. Oh, there's Space Jump. Maybe Yakuza does have what they need. Sector 6 is an option as well. That's actually where we'll see Reseren going to Sector 5 here. And check this item up top.
Solski ending up resetting because stuck.
Alright, and that is a missile tank. So Reseren is going to head back into Sector 3 at this point. Reseren might actually head to Yakuza now, we'll have to see. There's still a lot of items they can check, though.
Yeah, and this one item Solski didn't check where that missile tank was up in the box escape area.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and looks like Solski will be pretty quickly getting access to that item now. Well, Solski may decide to go back as well to check further in there. Want to see if Reseren's hitting the main deck or somewhere else. Oh, alright, Reseren is going to be going somewhere else here. Heading back to Sector 2, okay. Oh, Reseren might be trying to go to reactor the back way.
Oh yeah, there's a major in Corpus City. That's why he's heading back
Oh,
in.
that too. Yeah, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. I was trying to think, why would Reseren... Is Reseren just going the back way, or is there something I'm forgetting about? No, you're right. We saw that major and we didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it was a good thing he checked earlier because now we can get this without any issues.
Alright, well, I think we're about to find out. Ooh, ice missiles.
Okay, well, a lot of minimal, but still something for the missile combo. Just missing supers in its entirety for it to be a full missile combo.
Alright, now to see where Reseren's going from here. And Solski is also going to be heading down to Sector 2. Solski might also be heading to the ice missile location. I don't remember if Solski checked beforehand or not.
I didn't see was going into Sector 5's data room, so he could clearly check. And he has the means of getting out safely.
Well, we will see. I think you are correct. Oh, it's going to Sector 3.
Having space jump would definitely help us this jump over here much more better than Solski did. Although it is possible to reach it without space jump.
Yep, but we will be seeing Reseren go check these items over here. There's a missile tank along the way, as we saw earlier, and Reseren's gonna check this item now with power bombs. Which is unfortunately another power bomb tank. Now we'll get to see what was hiding up in the ceiling over here. See Solski catch up and get the ice missiles from on the data room. Oh, I think I saw a question mark. Maybe I'm wrong.
Based on the equipment our runners have, it might be possible that Speed Booster is just hiding away in the reactor silo.
Yeah, I was thinking about that ever since I got Space Jump. I think there is a very real chance they need to go to reactor silo.
Of course, it's possible it may also be somewhere in Sector 5, 3 to 5 sector.
Yeah,
Because
it's kind of the thing, isn't it? They're kind of at the point where it's like there are a lot of places to check.
yeah.
Alright, well, this actually, with Reseren going to check out Yakuza, I believe, that's actually kind of a big benefit for Reseren because Reseren didn't grab that item earlier that we saw Solski get.
Sector 6 is not an option so far because neither of them have Speed Booster and they can't open green doors.
Yeah, so they're getting to the end of their list of options at this point. We might actually be about to see Reseren get Plasma here because Reseren is going to be... Yep. So looks like we were about to see Reseren get Plasma. And that will leave Reseren with just needing Gravity and Speed Booster. Both runners are kind of keeping pretty good pace right now. It's kind of hard to tell where they're at the moment. We know that Solski still needs to get Charge Beam. Say Reseren probably has a lead right now, but it's very much until they get Gravity and Speed Booster, it's kind of a very volatile.
Yeah, still up in the air. Nothing up there.
Alright, and Reseren opening the path to Yakuza. Going to be, I believe, taking the safety save here. You can see Solski resetting again to go back to earlier in the sector. Now they're going to be leaving Sector 1. We'll see where they go next. Alright, and Solski will be going to check out more in Sector 2. While Reseren heads deep into the pits to fight Yakuza.
Yep. With Space Dump, he definitely can get out if he still wants to fight Yakuza.
Let's see what items we run into along the way.
So far, anything.
It seems to be no shortage of those. So Fusion in total has 20 E-Tanks. I think a couple of them get taken out in the randomizer. Maybe missiles. I can't remember his power bomb. I don't remember which of the big three got taken out, but there are a lot of energy tanks in Fusion.
So it looks like Yakuza himself may have Speed Boosted. It was just another energy tank then.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's why they got Space Jump. I think that is almost certainly why they got Space Jump. I'm not sure what is the optimal damage approach here, but probably Charge Beam. So I don't believe Reseren has supers.
Of course, Yakuza may not have Speed Booster and it may just be in Sector 5. Well, Reseren didn't fully check.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Reseren might have to right back over there if Yakuza doesn't have it.
Solski finding his charge beam.
All right. At this point, that is going to mean that the only thing Solski needs to get at this point is going to be, well, the same thing Reseren needs to get at this point.
Ooh,
there's gravity.
ooh.
There it is.
That was actually a lot more better than I predicted. Wow.
You know, we said it as soon as space jump. It kind of might have to go to Yakuza.
Okay, so it looks like it's off to Sector 5 then.
Mm-hmm.
Or optionally, now that Reseren has gravity suit, he can go through the lower Sector 4 to Sector 6 secret connection area to check 6.
Yeah, Reseren definitely has a few more options now.
Solski getting very deep down in Oasis.
Yeah, at this point, I believe the only thing Solski's missing that doesn't have yet is gravity, and we might see Solski head to Yakuza pretty soon.
Yep. So it's only a matter of when our runners will get the last items they need. For Reseren, it's just a speed booster hunt.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing here. There are a lot of places Solski can go before heading down into Yakuza, so to see if Solski goes that way or not. Goes to check the Ripper Tower here. Doesn't have any majors, unfortunately. Now, it looks like Reseren will be going through Sector 4 here. Oh, I see what Reseren's going for now. So Reseren's going to try and check the item in the speed booster connector.
Now, normally one would need
no,
speed
can't
booster
check
for
that.
that,
Needs
but
speed booster. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure where Reseren's going right now. Did
Yeah,
Reseren check the hydro pump room?
I'm not sure what he's doing.
It looks to be taking
Oh,
a
he's making a
safety
save. I think he's gonna try and do a clip into it.
We'll see.
I don't know exactly what Reseren is doing, but I'm somewhat intrigued.
I believe he's going for some kind of clip trick here. Now, on Solski's end of things, Solski's going to go check out what these two items are. I believe they were both missiles when Reseren checked, or... Yeah, there's a power bomb tank. But Solski's going to be leaving that part of Sector 2 for now. Yeah, so Reseren's actually trying to... I believe Reseren's trying to clip through that red door.
Interesting.
I think this might actually... I think this will let him actually skip getting Speed Booster to open red doors.
This might.
Or at least let him check an item. I haven't seen this before, so I do not know what this is going to allow him to do.
Yeah, me either.
So, let's watch and see. I have thought of, Reseren might actually have been intentionally resetting the room to try and get specific RNG.
Oh! It looks like he's gone out.
Alright, we're about to see.
I'm on the edge of my seat here. This is so interesting.
I haven't seen this before, so I'm really curious what this is going to lead to. And this clip glitch can take a while to go through, so... Alright, here we go.
Oh, he did it!
Alright!
Wow!
Reseren has now made his way into lower sector 2 here.
Amazing.
This is a very nice thing to pull off.
Wow.
Alright, and we're actually might be seeing Reseren clear to see that speed booster.
Yeah.
All the runners watching, y'all better take some notes here. That could be very helpful. I think we're gonna see. I think we're gonna start seeing that trick a little bit more later on in the tournament as we go on as well. The ice clip is something that was patched on the Japanese version, but the randomizer is put on the English version, so the ice clip is still available as an option, and definitely a lot of ways you can use it that haven't really been used for before in randomizer. That said, I believe this will be about it for Reseren.
Yeah, definitely. Like, if he could easily pull this off again in the next race, that'd be a 2-0 for him.
That is a very nice trick to learn for sure. And now Solski is still going to be on the hunt here. Does Solski to see if Solski's Yakuza fight goes here, although it's going to be hard to catch up at this point for sure.
Especially with the amazing clip that Reseren just did.
Yeah, and having ice missiles too means an easy setup for the for the Sax quick kill. Right, and Reseren is making his way over to the boss fight. And Solski is about to get gravity sued.
Yeah, speed definitely is last logic, but Reseren decided, screw that.
He didn't need it. Alright, and there's the quick kill. Reseren's just to finish off the second phase here and then deal with the Core X. Core X might take a minute with no supers.
Killing phase 2, no problem.
Alright, now just gotta finish off this Core X.
You're about to find out, Summer. You're about to find out. Mostly on Solski's end.
Alright, and that is the death of the Core X. So now Solski will be, or sorry, Reseren will be going out and activating the countdown.
To answer the question in chat, the flag to trigger the SCX fight is either high jump or space jump. So even though Adam does not state that, you still need to find high jump or space jump to activate it.
We did not know that. That was good info. So we now see Reseren in full escape, and looks like this race might be coming to a close here.
And it's not Solski just needs to find the speed booster.
On the edge of my seat here. There is a quick kill on the Omega that we'll probably see Reseren do here in a second. Once Reseren's able to move again. And there it is.
Very quick.
Reseren will be winning the first race.
Man.
Congratulations, Reseren.
Was a timer of 51 minutes and 42 seconds. Man, what a play. What a play.
It was a very good play on Reseren's part to do that clip. And that is now going to put Reseren on a 1-0 lead right now. Have the second match coming up soon. If Reseren can clear that out, Reseren will be advancing on the tournament.
SCX dice because they can't understand that getting hit equals bad. Exactly.
SAX gotta pump up those dodges there.
Hello.
And I believe we now have Reseren with us.
GG, Reseren.
Thank you.
So about that clip,
Mm-hmm.
I have never actually seen that in action before.
It is something that I practiced a lot because I figured that it might happen at some point where it's useful.
And it definitely paid off. It definitely paid off.
Just out of curiosity, where was Speed Booster in that?
We've yet to find out exactly. I
Yeah,
have my bet
Solski has
that
not
it's,
found it.
yeah.
Oh, we couldn't find Speed.
My main bet is that it was somewhere in Sector 5. Or maybe somewhere in 6.
Yeah, I'm thinking, because we have screw attack, right? So we could go through the shortcuts. Trying to think of where you would do that. Oh, you know what? You probably go get gravity suit and then go through Sector 2 to Sector 6, I'm thinking. Through the shortcut.
Yeah. Or just going into 4, going through the cargo and just going through it that way.
Oh yeah, that's true also.
Alright, well, congratulations for going your 1-up lead. Anything you particularly have to say about the seed?
I was really worried when I was doing the clip that I was gonna get soft lock, so I went to go save first. And I was worried also that Solski somehow found speed and that I was wasting a bunch of time.
Yeah.
So I actually have a bit of a question about that trick. I noticed you reset in the room a lot. Was that for RNG or was it there for another reason?
Yeah, that's RNG. That room has a really bad likelihood of giving you a good pattern for the clip. So you have to reset it like 20 times.
That makes a lot more sense now. Oh. Hi.
Alright, looks like we also have Solski joining us.
Hey guys.
Hey.
That was fun. Where was Speed?
I don't know.
So
we don't
that's,
know. You and Noah Westman didn't find it.
Huh.
So Reseren actually used a clip to get over Sector 4.
Gotcha. So
Did
he
you
used the
find
spring ball
Greg?
clip to get over to green door and then was able to get to red door that way, right?
No.
Or are you talking about spring ball clip to 4 to get to...
Yeah, through the room that's near Saris, like right below the save station.
Nice.
Clipping through that, and then using screw attack to go unlock the red doors.
Apparently Hook says that Speed Booster wasn't 6, so it definitely expected you to fight Yakuza to get gravity.
So you had to go to 6 from 4 then?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was going to be my next talk after this, just doing the boss here.
Yeah, I was thinking about that at first. I was going through Sector 4 and I thought, I could just go down and check the Keiko, but there's a chance that that might take a long time.
That's really gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that seed.
Well, you know, it's one of those things where you gotta have at least one bad seed through your races.
Oh, that's my second one now, because that fiasco in the 6 playing race, so now I got this one on my belt. So it's par for the course right now, gents, so I'm okay with it. I'm having a lot of fun, though, so that's the important thing, right? So
Definitely do like a lot of the seeds so far. Definitely been some serious knowledge tests for everyone.
you guys like my meme play to, like, to the 2 space puzzle immediately just to get ice missiles? I was pretty I was pretty steamed about that. I saw it,
Yeah.
I pogged, and then I immediately unpogged when I got the ice missiles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Westman checked that. Westman checked that earlier, and when he was heading back to 2, we thought he was going to do the back door, but then realized that ice missiles were there.
Yeah.
I was hoping that was speed, and I saw ice missiles, and I was just like, oh no.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for that too.
But I'm enjoying that, like, we're getting, like, a little bit more diverse seats, because, like, a lot of the, when the rando came out, a lot of the seats seem kind of pretty hunky-dory on, like, level 2. It was like, hey, you just kind of go here, and then you have all these options, and it's like a pick 'em. But this one's been pretty cool. It's, like, a little more exploratory, so it's been neat. It's kind of neat to hear you can just kind of clip into where you need to go, though. I gotta maybe look up into that.
Yeah, they're
Clipping
pretty
is not
common.
that easy, but if you can pull it off, that'll definitely save you time of having to find Speed Booster.
Yeah.
You can technically do it without screw also, but then you have to do a clip in the next room, and that
Jeez.
clip is really hard to set up.
Yeah.
All right. Anything in particular you plan on doing for the second race? Different for the second race, Solski?
Drink more. Serious answer. Oh no, just same thing. Just have some fun with it. This one kind of threw me through a loop of what to do, so I just kind of went full meme and didn't really work out. So I guess you just gotta, playing as many randos as I have and throughout the years, just kind of do it game by game, and every seed will be different. You can go in with like a battle plan, but again, seeds like this will kind of tell you, hey, by the way, maybe you shouldn't do this because it's not possible, kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of people, and I know I've had this happen to me a lot, is learning about some new soft locks in a not very fun way.
Yeah. Oh, I've kind of been through there. It's always fun. All right, so we getting right into the second race, or are we kind of waiting until 5? Do we know, guys?
Well, the next race room is open.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's where you guys are ready.
All right.
All right, there we go. I see you now.
We'll,
Join.
head over to it.
All right, well, I'll catch you guys in the next one.
All right.
All right, we'll speak to you all again after this next race.
Yep.
Good luck, both
Cheers,
of you
guys.
owners.